Here we have a 7290 series shaft for a Dodge truck for Travis Dahl. This is a late 80s or early 90s truck, and like I said, it's 7290 series, and a little bit of explanation about that. That's an internal clip joint that was almost specific to Dodge, like Mechanics 3R is to GM products. This is to Dodge. 7290 is just about extinct now, and broke the midship yoke right there. The inch and 5/16 30 spline wasn't used anywhere else except for in Dodge midship stubs like this and transmission. So there were no more midship yokes available unless you found one somewhere, which I couldn't. So I took a transmission yoke and remachined the end of it, shortened it quite a bit, and machined that detail on it for the boot. And it's going to work just fine as a midship stub, and it gets them going, and it avoids the daisy chain of basically changing the whole thing, because there's no other yokes that'll go on that spline. There's not much that mates with 7290 series, so it would just be this big snowball effect, and before you knew it, you'd change the whole drive shaft. So I'm a little proud of that, honestly. And I have a fixture right there for machining yokes. You can see a yoke sticking out of it, another broken one. Yeah, so I'm trying to think of what the police told me once. I think it was excessive acceleration when they were handing me a ticket. So we'll go with this. It was spirited driving, like excessive acceleration. I think that's what Travis told me. So the rundown on this is sandblasted it all. I did straighten both ends of these things. They're not damaged, but they had a yank in them. Yanked the midship stub when the slip yoke broke. So I've got it tuned up now. I did straighten both sections a fair bit, but she's chrome now. I don't like the saying "good as new," but this actually is. It's going to live to fight another day, which makes me pretty happy. So 0 at the transmission. Oh, I stole the indicator off of that, but that center bearing area is perfect, and so isn't that. So we're gonna get some paint on. That's the axle end. So we're gonna get some paint on this and get it back to Travis.